Hi, Akansha. Finally, we got to meet. I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
you don't have to say sorry. Actually, sometimes I was also busy, sometimes you were also busy, so it's happened. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Finally, we are meeting, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation because I was very excited to have a conversation with you. Yeah.
Likewise. I watched a few of your videos as well. So they were interesting, and I like the way you are. I know a bit of about yourself that you've got a young child, like you've got a baby, right?
Yes, I don't know. I mean, I didn't know that you have watched my video. I'm surprised now.
Yeah, because you had you ping me your YouTube channel link, or I maybe I looked up account, or maybe you popped up on somebody else's video. Was it
Maybe
with
in group.
Ritu? Did you had a conversation with Ritu Pathak, right?
I
You
had a
did, yeah.
conversation.
I saw
Yes.
the our channel, I think, yeah.
Yes.
So right, and please introduce yourself. I would like to know. I know that you're very young, so yeah, like how
Yes.
you. Yeah, please go
Yes.
ahead.
No, ma'am. My name is Akanksha. I am originally from Uttarakhand, currently residing in Delhi. I have done my graduation in Bachelor of Science, pursuing Masters in English from IGNOU right now. And I am a homemaker. I have a baby, and simultaneously running a YouTube channel where I share conversational videos and I share my experiences of learning this language and working on my communication skills and improving spoken English as well. That's all about myself.
Brilliant. Okay, so you live in Uttarakhand. You're from Uttarakhand and you live there as well, right?
Yes, I'm living in Delhi right now.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I didn't hear that
Yes.
properly. So you live in Delhi. Is it because of the marriage that you moved? Yeah.
Yes, I moved here after my marriage.
Uh-huh.
It's been 1 year since I'm here. Before that, I was in Uttarakhand with my in-laws, and right now I'm with my husband here.
Right. Okay. We'll come back to that. I'll give my introduction very quickly. So yeah, for your channel as well. Those who don't know me on my channel also. So I'm Shaila. I live in England. It's been over 13 years living here. I'm originally from India, Kerala, Trivandrum specifically. I live with my husband and our 12-year-old son here. I work in IT for a 9 to 5. Yeah, I do a 9 to 5 job. And I have done my master's in computer science. Yeah, that's pretty much about me. And I run this channel it's just my passion. I love speaking with people and sharing what I know. Yeah,
And I think it is a great way to have conversation with your country people,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
has
That I love that's predominantly the reason you can say because even now you like I pinged in that group and then like a few people came to check. So whenever I feel like speaking with someone, I yeah,
yes,
great opportunity and to be
yes,
social media and have to have your presence there is like as when we get as we are all aging like at a certain point in our life we would be like, oh, it would be nice if I could speak to someone, and then it's this channel is going to stay there, as long as YouTube is there. Yeah, it is like it's free, and why not use it? And
exactly. It's a like kind of a great opportunity if you are like it's free of cost. You don't have to do much, right? You
yeah,
just have to take some time of your life, and yes,
yeah,
definitely, it
just
is.
do it in your own time. There is no pressure as to or deadlines that you have to do this and this that you have to do it, you have to do upload, you have to do the videos daily. There is nothing like that. You can do whenever you feel like doing it in your own time. And yeah, and I don't know about getting monetized and all of that. That is the other side of the people who want to really make money out of it. It's definitely a great source of income as well. Some people are doing really well, which is great. Yeah,
Yes,
thanks to YouTube, and I would say thanks to COVID. That's because COVID is the one. Yeah, then
yes,
that's when it's kind of exploded.
exactly. After COVID, like there are so many people who get famous after COVID, and they are earning really like amazing through
Yeah,
YouTube, through Instagram, like through social media. But
yeah,
after COVID, it increases rapidly.
Yeah, true.
Yes. Before that, people were not aware about YouTube and all these things. But
Yeah.
after that, people started searching what we can do at home just by sitting at home, you know. So
Yeah.
after that, it yes,
Even I was nowadays, I'm like, when I a lot of everything has changed drastically these days, be it the kind of YouTube the cooking videos, how it used to be before. Now the YouTube shorts, that's what people love
yes,
to watch. And if you I don't know if you have observed this change. Before, all the YouTube shorts, the cooking shorts used to be with like a music, the play a music, a song would be playing, playing behind.
yes,
But now, have you seen that there are motivational quotes?
yes,
Yeah.
motivational quotes, voiceovers, they are saying their stories and,
Yeah.
engaging stories.
So innovative, right? And even if you are not interested in cooking, you would still watch it
It's
just
still,
for that quote?
sometimes I watch those videos just to hear their stories, what happened next,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
engaging, and I don't know how they learn all these skills.
yeah,
I mean, very creative.
yeah,
Yes.
very creative, true. And yeah, and I wanted to ask you about coming back to your introduction. So how old is your baby?
She is 22 months old.
Ah, just 22 months. Okay. And what's her name, if you don't mind telling?
Her name is Adya. Adya.
Adya.
Double A. Yes.
Adya means first. Yeah, right.
Means what?
First, Adya.
No, actually, Adya means it is a name of goddess Durga.
Really? Ah. Now,
Yes.
Adya means in Malayalam, Adyam.
Okay.
In Malayalam, Adyam, I think it's a Sanskrit word.
Yes.
And if you look up the meaning of Adya, I think it is Adyam in Malayalam means first. Yeah,
Okay.
first.
I know
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Adya is
it is.
Sanskrit. Yeah. So that's why,
Yes.
because in Malayalam we have a lot of Sanskrit words, and I know
Okay.
this. Yeah.
So do you know Malayalam as well?
Oh yeah, I am from Kerala. Malayalam. I speak Malayalam. Yeah, and also I speak
That's
Hindi. I can speak
wow. That's so.
Hindi. Yeah.
And you have been living here there since 13 years.
Yeah, for 13 years now.
That's so amazing. So do you visit here in India?
Yeah, not that often, like a couple of years, like every couple of years is what, yeah, nowadays it's very expensive airfare, and also I'm somebody who is not really fond of flights. I have flight phobia.
Yes. Then if you are working, then your routine completely changed and a lot of things. It's very far away from here, so you cannot visit often.
Yeah.
Exactly. So do you have some relatives here in Kerala?
Oh yeah, my parents live there. My brother doesn't live here there. He's in the Middle East. But I have all my husband's family, all our extended families, they all live there. But yeah, nowadays, like the world is getting bigger, like people move out to other countries. We are
Yes.
living here as well from our families who live here or America, everywhere. It's just, yeah, it's, I'm not. I am somebody who likes India a lot. Um, Again, pros and cons are there, both India and here. I
Exactly.
like certain things about this country, certain things about India. I was just speaking um, with earlier, and then I was saying she was asking me what I like about here. I was saying the one of the weirdest things that I said is like I like the police here.
Okay. I was also about to ask you this question. I also wanted to know that how England, like, what is the difference between here and there and kind of things.
Yeah, it's all very formal here, as you might have
Yes.
heard before. Like, yeah, it's all relationships are very formal here, even between the family members, the parents and kids. Like, it's all very, they also thank you, sorry. It's all part of their culture. And sometimes it is good, sometimes it is bad, because we are all Indians are very emotional kind of people. So we don't use say thanks and sorry unless we when we do we really mean it, don't we? When we say thanks and
Yes,
sorry, do mean it. That's the big difference that I have felt here. But some of the good things is like when I'm walking, yeah, and I find a door and I open the door. In India, what do? I just open the door. I don't really check who is behind me. I just close the door behind that person on his face, right?
yes.
But here we keep that door open, like so that the other person, it's like we don't really slam the door against the other person, which is really yeah, good thing I have felt. But another thing that I don't like about is like when you go past someone, that might be a person that you know, your colleague or your friend, and they are in a hurry or anything. You know, we're just walking past that person, then they will ask you, "Are you all right? Yeah, you all right?" And they wouldn't even wait for me to say whether I'm all
Right.
right or not. They just walk past and they just ask this question and go. So yeah, those kind of formalities I'm not really.
Awkward.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't really care. Like,
Yeah, if like if someone, if we are greeting someone and they don't reply, it feels so awkward, yeah, right? It feels like, have anyone seen us? It
yeah,
happens with me, like, greeting someone and they don't reply back, so it feels like it is so awkward.
yeah.
Feels very awkward. Yes.
That's true. And yeah, and as I said, like one of the pros is that I like the police here. They're very polite. They treat you with respect. Um, and yeah, once I parked somewhere where I shouldn't have parked the car, and then the police like came to me and said, "Ma'am, you're not supposed to park here. It's double yellow line." That's it. Just imagine if this happened in India, how the police would be addressing me, and
Yes.
that's a big difference, which I quite like about. Yeah, even I don't know how efficient the police here are, because there is a, like people say that our police are too polite that they fail to catch the burglar, the robbers or thieves, and the criminals. But yeah, when it to me, how people treat you is very important. Like be it workplace or anywhere, if you when you speak to someone, if you're nice and have a smile and address you with respect, all those things matter. um like
I
treat you
think
nicely.
I think it happens with all Indians. Indians are very like, if someone is very like, how like if someone is treating them well, they feel like, okay, he is very this person is very nice, and it happens with Indians. I This is what I feel. We Indians are very innocent from heart,
uh,
I would.
yeah,
Yes.
true. Yeah, yeah, it's sometimes you can get exploited as well. Sometimes will take advantage of some people will take advantage of you if you're being too nice to them. They will think like,
Yes.
yeah, it is, yeah, they will take you for granted. And
Yes, it happens.
yeah, it will also happen there should be, it's a fine line between being nice and being like, they sometimes they will think like you're covered, you're not bold enough. It's tricky.
Yes.
Yeah, these relationships and behavior is tricky. It's a fine line, like how not to get let the other person take advantage of you, or like at the same time you have to be nice to them as well. It is difficult.
Yes.
So
Actually,
yeah,
I also struggle with this thing. I sometimes feel like I should be nice to others, but then I feel like, what if they will take advantage of this thing? So I have to maintain that boundary. But
yes,
it sometimes it gets a bit confusing. Like, we don't understand how to do that, but at the same time we want to be nice with others.
yeah, true. I think it is all to do with you have to give respect to yourself as well. Self-respect. Do not do
True.
anything like that is going to harm your self-respect. As long as it's not harming your self-respect, I think it's fine to be nice. But if you think that you're losing your self-respect by doing certain thing, then don't do it. um yeah, that's what I would say. Like, sometimes we yeah, then later on we will think like, oh, I shouldn't have done that because the other person was not treating me fairly. I and then it is, if you lose that moment, when it is the right time to respond, you can't really go back and correct it.
Exactly. And then you regret.
You
You get
regret.
in.
Yeah, that's really hard actually to have that presence of mind. And I have
Yes.
felt a lot of times like I feel like, oh, if I was given that chance again, I
Yes,
will.
it takes a lot of time, but I'm learning to like make that boundary, set
Yeah,
that boundary. But it comes with practice, I would say.
it is what you call as like setting the ground rules, right? Or setting the meeting, setting the expectations right, so that the person also knows what is the expectation, like how you're expecting from them, or it is yeah, you have to, especially in relationships, they say like you have to set the ground rules. You have to do that in the early years itself, otherwise it would be hard for you to go back and fix it.
Definitely.
in the,
That's really hard, and then you only feel regret and you cannot do anything.
Yes, because the other person would have already taken you for granted, like, oh, this person is like this.
Exactly.
And they will ask you one fine morning, if you try to, behave differently, they'll ask, what happened? You were not like this. What happened all of a sudden? We don't really want to be up to show that, like, I'm like,
Then it becomes a loop of regretting that am I someone something else and now I'm behaving something else, and then it becomes a loop of regretting. Yes.
yes, right.
Okay, so actually I want to ask you something. I recently I watched a reel where I got to know a term, a cultural shock. Before
Hmm.
that I was not aware about this
Yeah.
term. But I want to ask you that did you ever find any situation like this cultural shock there from India?
Culture from India or
No, no,
here?
no, not like in comparison of India to England.
Ah, okay. Cultural shock. In the beginning, I mean, not now, but in the beginning, uh, I do, I can't really. I can't. I
Actually,
would say I would say cultural shock, but something that I experienced really bad in the beginning, um, when I moved to this country, like how many years ago? Yeah, 13 years ago. When I moved here, I lived in a flat, and my husband lived a bit far from me because he was working in another place and I was working in another office. So our offices were a bit far. So I had to live in a flat for like a few months. And then this flat, because I just moved into this country, and I uh, like it looked like a retirement flat, like where the old people live, very quiet and calm and quiet kind of area. But then after a few weeks, like a couple of weeks, a man, I mean, like a man in his middle age, he started creating problems, because he would, if I make a, like, because I lived there alone, and then if I once I dropped a glass on the floor, and then in the middle of the night, so because in the middle of the night I woke up and then I dropped this glass by mistake, and this man came rushing to my door and started banging on my door, and I didn't open the door, and I called the police because I didn't know who that was, because in the middle of like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. And the police came, and then by then he had left my door, and the police came, and then they asked me a few questions as to what was. I said that it's, I don't know. I live in a block of apartments. It has. Then he asked me how the entrance was. Like, is it a single door? And so then he said the police said, oh, it must be somebody from inside. Um, and then we he did this, so then that was like the police went back. They didn't question anyone. Then the next door neighbor told me that, oh, it is a man who lives there underneath our flat, and this guy is like a bit against the other people from the other country, who migrate to this country. He doesn't like, so that is, he's anti that, so that is, and then he has done this to the previous tenants as well, and they were from Poland. So he has something against the people from other countries. Then he did the
Oh,
similar things with them as well. And then this guy is a drug addict as well. So that then we found out that that was one of the worst areas to live because we didn't know. And then we moved out. And also, it ended up complaining to the police because he did a few other things with our he tried to damage our car, like he stole the wiper blades from the car. And then once he followed me onto the bus, which I used to take a bus those days, and then he followed me on the bus, and then he started swearing. So yeah, those things happened. So that evening we went to the police and then complained. Ever since that stopped, so because the police called him and then warned him not to repeat
yes.
it, so that stopped, and we moved out of that place. So that was something that it was like, to me, yeah, you can say it was shocking because I thought like it's a developed country, you wouldn't have any kind of, these kind of issues, because I wasn't even bothered to really properly lock my door. I was like, oh, it's really nice. People are nice to each other. And even one night I forgot to lock the door. That night, actually, I forgot to lock the door. And then before going to bed, I thought, oh, let me check the door again. It wasn't locked. That's the night that this happened. Just imagine if that door was not locked. I'm like, oh my God, what would have happened? So yeah, so that is I took like the yeah, I thought that these kind of things don't happen, and then that's what it was really shocking. And then we, because it was the the early years, we didn't know how it was like where. So there are a lot of safe areas. At the same time, there are poor areas where you are not, it is not fit for like living, um, especially if you're from other countries, and then you want to be safe. So yeah, but now we live. So there is something called location rating. It's a portal where you can go and look up what the color of your location is. And if it is green, that means it's really safe to live, no crime. If it is orange, that means a little bit of it's a mix. Red means really dangerous to live because crime rate is high.
Okay. So I didn't know about that. I mean, I used to think that crimes is like only India.
Oh, no,
Crimes are
it is
India only.
everywhere.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like in England, like this developed country, crime is not that much
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
visible
that
there.
was to me to find out. I mean, especially this happening to me. Um,
Yes.
since
But
I,
it is a kind of horrible story for me. If someone will lock my door at night, I don't know. It is very scary.
definitely. I mean, I was like, I had no idea what to do. I just called, but yeah, I rang the police and they came immediately. But
Yes. So
um,
that is the thing. The
yeah,
police came immediately. Yes. Sometimes I don't know. I have never seen such situation, but in India it is very difficult to call the police and they will come immediately, to be honest.
yeah, true. I know it was a big country, a lot of people to be served, huge population, and it's yeah.
Yes.
But right. So, do you have any other questions for
I
me?
don't know. Actually, I was thinking this was the only thing I want to know about you, and if
How long
you
do you
have
know
any
how
question,
long? No, do you know how long have we been chatting for? So,
I don't know.
does it show how long?
I think you can see
And
the
I know
time
it
here.
doesn't show me. I think we started at 11:15, right? Yeah, I think 11:15. Yeah, it's been like half an hour now. So it's
Okay, okay.
yeah. Yeah, so Kamsha, my apologies once again. We couldn't talk the other day,
Oh,
but yeah, better late than never. Uh,
definitely.
but,
And
yeah,
I really this conversation with you, ma'am. I learned a lot of things from you, and I was very excited to have a conversation with you. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
oh, that's don't say that. I mean, it's an opportunity for, I consider it as an opportunity for me as well, because you're such a humble, sweet girl. No wonder you said that you know people take advantage of you. But but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's always nice to be nice to others, right? You're not
Definitely.
going to yeah. But just be sure that you're not letting anybody take you for granted. Just draw that fine line between being nice
Definitely.
and yeah, like
Yes.
yeah. And I
Trying
like
to do.
your Mangal Sutra.
Okay, yes. It is my mother-in-law gifted me.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes. Do you also wear Mangalsutra?
No, I don't wear Mangal Sutra or the rings. I don't like ornaments. This is just like I put this one just for. I don't like gold. I mean, not a fan of ornaments in general. Because I even at home I don't wear anything because I find it a bit too uncomfortable. Having yeah. So I don't wear. I have to actually wear it. I think about doing that then I because yeah. Yeah, because with the West, when I used to work, yeah, I used when you wear office wear, you
Yes.
don't, yeah, it doesn't go well with that. So yeah, that's when I stopped wearing it. But yeah, here also, here people, they wear the ring, the wedding ring. They give a lot of importance to the wedding ring. When men and
Okay.
women, they do wear. That's kind of Mangal Sutra to them. They wear the wedding ring.
Yes.
Even the
Yes. Yes.
men very religiously do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes, I mean in India also nowadays because they women have to go to work and then they don't they don't go outside and you like wear these ornaments and all. But right now I'm at home so I do wear it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, dear. Then, so yeah, let's find a band. Are you recording this? I mean, like, you're not going to
No,
get.
no, I'm not gonna get it. But you, if
I'll
it is
share with you.
possible, yes, yes, yes.
I'll share with you.
Yes.
I'll upload this to Google Drive and share you the link. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, my daughter is up now,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so
Right. Okay.
I'm
Bye.
wrap up this.
Okay. Bye,
Thank
dear.
you. Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.